Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Origins with me, Tony. I go by Wynne on the internet, and today we're going to do more stuff and things. The first stuff and things we're going to do is talk to Bodan.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
What's your story, Bodan?
Well, if you're really interested, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
So, what's this about Lost Glory?
Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar to Kalsharok to glittering Darmalin far to the west. They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick through the stone of Darmalin that the entire city sparkled. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old Tigers fell, and then all that was left was Orzammar. But we were talking about how I ended up here, weren't we? One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
Well, did you steal them?
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tigers, they're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure, something worth a little gold.
I see.
The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
You're quite lucky to have done so well, then.
I thank the stone every single day. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
You didn't mention your son in your tale.
Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
That was generous of you.
It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
But your goods, though, they can't come from the deep roads. You don't go down there anymore.
Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the Lost Tigers, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming.
What do you mean?
People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch.
I suppose it's better than letting the Darkspawn have it all.
That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
I don't know if we have anything left to sell. Oh. The Beastman's dagger, I don't think that's unique. We'll keep it for now. Can sell you... Am I not wearing these? Oh, no, I'm not. I have Cinderfell mountains. We're not gonna mess with any of these gifts just yet. You don't want the backpack, you don't need it. But we do need flasks and distillation agent. That's so expensive. Sorry, I was trying to plot out how I wanted to do those potions. Just looking at people's equipment real quick. Yeah, let's bring the heavy chainmail, I guess. Liana, we can use Regan's bow. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. Wynne, we don't have anything for you. But we do have stuff for our dog. Oh, look at that. It kind of changed its color a bit. And that is the Caddis of the Lady of the Skies. An Avar pattern, sacred to the goddess of death. Morrigan.
Is there something you need?
Why didn't you want to stay at the tower?
The Circle is in good hands. Irving knows what to do, and he doesn't need me underfoot. For now, I will support those that battle the Darkspawn. I do feel I left things unfinished in Ostagar. There is so much left to do, and I would be part of it.
So when we go back to Ostagar, we'll bring her with us. I'm glad for your company. I like having you around.
The Grey Wardens, all 2 of you, need all the help you can get. I will see this through to the bitter end, and after that, if I am still left standing, then I will return to the Circle.
I'm sure you'll be able to return if you so choose.
Perhaps. Is there something you need?
I'd like to ask you about the Circle.
I will answer to the best of my ability.
How did you become a mage?
People don't become mages. They are born mages. The talent just surfaces later. But you are asking how I ended up at the Circle. I was brought there by the Templars, just like many of the other apprentices. I don't remember very much. I was very young then.
What about your family?
I didn't have a family. I never knew my real parents. My earliest memory was of hiding in a hayloft on a farm, trying to keep warm. I was found, and the farmer's wife was kind enough not to send me away. But they had children of their own, and I was never made to feel welcome. The eldest son was the worst. He was always calling me a stray, and throwing anything he could get his hands on at me. And I don't know how it happened, but one day he just found his hair on fire. Fortunately, there was a large trough nearby.
Was he hurt?
I had singed his hair and eyebrows, but injured little other than his pride. Who knows what they would have done to me had he been more seriously hurt. Thankfully, all I had to endure was a few nights locked in a cold barn with a bowl of water and a crust of bread. The Templars arrived several mornings later.
Were they mean to you?
One of them ignored me, but the other was kind to me. He gave me sweets and even sat me on his shoulders once when I wanted to look over a high wall that ran along the road. I'll never forget the moment the Templars led me into the entrance hall of the tower. I had never seen anything so grand in my life. I stopped being afraid then. I knew I was home.
It's good for some people. I think that our warden was probably a city elf, so I think he probably feels the same way. Yeah, I think that he felt the same way.
We were the lucky ones. I learned very quickly that for every apprentice in the tower, there was probably one who never even lived to see the Templars come. No child, not even a mage child, is a match for an angry mob trying to place blame for a failed crop, a hard winter, a baby born dead.
I suppose I'm lucky.
Well, that's about all there is to my tale. That's how I came to the Circle.
It's been a while since I left.
It has been almost a year, hasn't it? Do you miss the tower at all?
It was my home.
You can take a mage out of the Circle, but you can't take the Circle out of the mage. Or so Irving used to say. He was joking, but there is some truth to the statement. A mage never really leaves the Circle, and for the rest of your life you will be seen as a Circle mage.
Even though I'm a Grey Warden now?
But you will always be a mage, especially in the eyes of others. You represent both mages and Grey Wardens, and your actions may reflect well or badly on both groups. Remember that.
I'll try. Thank you for the advice.
Oh, but listen to me go on. You start a conversation, and I just run away with it, don't I?
I'm glad you take the time to counsel me, Wynne. Your advice is greatly appreciated.
I've been mentoring apprentices for so long, it's become something I do unconsciously. I don't know if I could stop even if I wanted to.
I like Wynne a lot. It's something I like all of the companions in this game. They all have unique, distinct personalities. There's no one that like steps on someone else's toes. It's really great.
Yes. As you wish.
I'm gonna do something that I might cut out. I'm gonna just take people and level them up.
Indeed.
Yes.
We're just gonna go back and forth to Lake Calenhad. We have a random encounter. Oh yeah, I remember this. Okay.
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banorn that you step down from the Regency.
Sorry.
They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
That looked like the joining chalice. I don't know if that's intentional.
Just get it done.
Or if I'm reading too much into it. But it looks to me like Logan took a trophy. Oh, Sten didn't level up? After all of that? What? Wow. Okay. Morgan, we need to use the Constitution. We're gonna upgrade her hexes a bit. Oh, I didn't realize that that was happening. Oh, hey, look, it's Baya Jome. What do you know about that? No? You might have to get micromanaging with
Ah, a fellow traveler of the fair lands. Are you a seeker, perchance? My packs are light, but I have a tome of strange origin. The Deus V Eternus, rumored to be the last message to a sinful world from the Maker himself.
Didn't you sell a few copies in the Circle Tower?
I have no idea what you're talking about, and neither do these large men carrying swords. Get them!
Alright, well, Baya, you're...
Something.
Oh!
And then there's a mage up there. We're gonna lock him away for a bit.
Anon! Isam Kyun!
Did he lock me away? This guy.
Begin the onslaught!
I need to heal myself. Holy cow. Right, well.
I shall try to be more careful in the future.
Yeah, chain lightning.
All right.
If you were more careful, that wouldn't happen.
And look, there's not a lot we can do against that particular spell. You know better than chastity. Then we have the cameo cow. Let's see, cunning and some health generation. That's gonna be better for Liliana. Cunning has to do with mostly, at least in my experience, lockpick.
Now's better than later. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Oh, so there's one quest done. We got some good
Yes,
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Why'd you come to Ferelden?
To answer a question.
What question?
The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here.
What is an Arishok?
The one who commands the Antam, the body of the Kunari.
Why does he care about the Blight?
Why do you?
I'm a Great Warden, it's my job.
Exactly. You don't ask, nor do I. The Arishok sends me and I go.
Did you find the answer?
A portion of it.
What was it?
Were you not at Ostagar when the army was overwhelmed? That is your answer.
Don't you have to report back then?
Yes.
So why are you still... When are you gonna do it?
Never. I cannot go home.
Why not?
It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting.
What were you doing in that cage?
Sitting, as you observed.
You weren't sitting, you were standing. That's not what I meant.
It's what you asked.
Just tell me.
I did. Parshera. Was there anything else?
I want to discuss...
Speak then.
I guess not.
Then I suggest we move on.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Nope. Guess
Very well.
I guess we've exhausted this.
As you wish.
Oh, but he approved. That's nice. Stan, you need some help as well. Looks like you have a damaged eye. Who is that? What is this? Oh, is it...
Maker, rest the souls of all, Templar and Mage, who gave their lives defending the Circle. May they find peace at last.
And then...
Fast and damnation.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
I guess no one leveled up. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I don't know where to go next, guys. You could go to Orzammar, but I think it's better to get Shale before you go to Orzammar. So let's keep this group going for now. You see that the Black has already come up and taken Lothar.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
Sure.
Now's better than later.
Trap right ahead.
Yep. That would work, don't they? Hey, look, it's not Liliana.
The Grey Warden dies here!
Alright, so... do suppression for that mage. That's not cool. And we'll let Wynne kind of do her own thing.
I see enemies ahead.
Any other mages? No. You really want that mage to...
Watch in horror as I rip you apart!
Right there!
Let's grab some glory! Someone's going to fall, and it sure won't
Enough.
be me! Can I get you a ladder? you can get off my back? Now it's better than later. You have no skill, only desperation.
It always comes
I love how desperate you are. You're pathetic.
Watch out!
Can I get you a ladder?
You must
so
have
you can get off
victory.
my back? That's right, come on! Watch in horror as I rip you apart!
always be more killing.
You're gonna regret this!
Right ahead.
Run while you still can! Right.
Here comes trouble!
Hey, watch it!
The open person is wounded and unconscious but alive. You could tie him up and talk to him if you wished. Yes.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet.
I have questions.
Ah, so I am to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
Who are the Antivan Crows?
I can tell you that. They are an order of assassins out of Antiva, very powerful and renowned for always getting the job done, so to speak. Someone went to great expense to hire this man.
Quite right. I'm surprised you haven't heard much of the Crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous.
You came all the way from Antiva?
Not precisely. I was in the neighborhood when the offer came. The Crows get around, you see.
Who hired you?
A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logan, I think his name was. Yes, that's it.
How much were you paid?
I wasn't paid anything. The Crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a Chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan Crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest.
Then why are you one?
Well, aside from a distinct lack of ambition, I suppose it's because I wasn't given much of a choice. The Crows bought me young. I was a bargain, too, or so I'm led to believe. But don't let my sad story influence you. The Crows aren't so bad. They keep one well supplied. Wine, women, men, whatever you happen to fancy. Though the whole severance package is garbage, let me tell you. If you're considering joining, I'd really think twice about it.
Thanks, I'll take that under advisement.
You seem like a bright lad. I'm sure you've other options.
When were you to see him next?
I wasn't. If I had succeeded, I would have returned home and the Crows would have informed your Logain of the results, if he didn't already know. If I had failed, I would be dead, or I should be, at least as far as the Crows are concerned. No need to see Logain then.
If you had failed?
What can I say, huh? I am an eternal optimist. Although the chances of succeeding at this point seem a bit slim, don't they? No, I don't suppose you'd find that funny, would you?
Why are you telling me all this?
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
Aren't you at least loyal to your employers?
Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further.
I'm listening.
Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the Crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the Crows pause, so let me serve you instead.
What do you want in return?
Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I'm yours. Is that fair?
And what's to stop you from finishing the job later?
To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the Crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
Is it with this series and Slave Elf Assassins? Very well, I accept.
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea?
Don't worry, we got this.
All right. I see your point. Still, if there was a sign we were desperate, I think it just knocked on the door and said hello.
Welcome, Zevran. Having an Antivan crow join us sounds like a fine plan.
Oh, you are another companion to be, then? I wasn't aware such loveliness existed amongst adventurers, surely.
Or maybe not.
I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Very, very charming. Very charming indeed.
Of all the...
Yes. Must you?
So, Zevran uses a two-blade, usually, two-blade fighting style. There. Nobody's gonna ever be able to use it but the rest of the provocateur. Oh, I was super confused by that. I was in quest items, that's why I was confused. I think he likes squid bars, right?
I shall treasure it. Thank you.
That might be it. I think that's a good spot to end. It's getting really late here. I spent most of my evening today building this desk. That's why the setup is a little bit different. I got sent a desk for Christmas. So I spent like 3 or 4 hours building it, and then I got it into the position that I wanted, and then I had to move like everything around in my living room. And then I was like, well, I'm already here moving things around. I should clean under the carpet, and that was a whole adventure in and of itself. So we're gonna leave this one short for now. Did I just save? No. So that's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. If I have time to record more, maybe I'll record a second episode and just put it out on the same day. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate having you here with me, and I love you, and I hope you take care of yourself. Happy, well, we're already past New Year by the time this comes out. Well, Happy New Year anyway. Thank you again. Bye.